Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the growth of our sports in the last 10 years and what has happened. And when I say our sports, I want to say MMA when I'm talking to you, Jordan, as a whole. So I want to kind of compare, because I was into MMA, I was going to all the UFC fights and everything. And I was always sitting front row right next to Joe Rogan and all. And I went to like 4 or 5 of them in a row. And I started looking around the 4th or 5th one, and I started realizing, I'm the only normal person here. I'm sitting next to all celebrities, where at the first 1 or 2, there was a lot of normal people next to me and everything.
Oh, stop it, Paul. You're a celebrity too.
Well, hold on. Well, what I'm trying to say is I started watching the progression. It went from anybody being able to get in that front row and to be kind of get a talk with Dana White or Joe Rogan. I could go up, shake their hands. Around the 4th or 5th one where it was no longer happening, I was just lucky to get down there. I was literally the last person that wasn't a celebrity. What I'm saying from that is obviously during that time, the sport really progressed. It really grew big time. When you got all the big time celebrities, the A-list guys showing up, you've made it. So what made UFC grow so exponentially? And what do we need to learn from UFC to get the same experience, the same growth? Jordan, what do you think in the last 10 years has changed to make MMA grow to the heights that it has and be $1 billion industry?
I think the thing is they're listening to the fans, right? They're doing things like creating belts for BMF belts for the baddest dude, right? Just to create matchups that fans want to see. Also, now you have athletes and champions, right, that are winning and now doing super matches and challenging for different belts, right? I think, not so much as UFC, as well as the athletes taking the risks as well, but UFC also promoting and allowing the athletes to, challenge and, okay, not 1 belt, have 2 belts, right? But they are giving the fans what they want, right? You got guys, Conor McGregor got so big, he's boxing Floyd Mayweather, right? Yeah. And now you have this crossover, right, which is opening doors. Now you got YouTubers and guys like Jake Paul, right, that are coming out and boxing, which the dude can box, right? He's beating up a couple of the UFC guys in boxing matches, right? But this right here is just creating not only growth for MMA, but it's starting to cross over, and it's, you see the growth of boxing, and you see, the growth of all of these, crossovers. Now you have boxing getting huge, and you have celebrity boxing happening. You got, even UFC now, Dana White has the I don't know what it's called, slap
fighting.
Yeah, which is freaking awesome. I think
no, we don't want the slap. We want him to pick up arm wrestling, not the slap fights. Drop the slap fights and come over to arm wrestling.
Hey, brother. I think he grabs arm wrestling too, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think the submerge of just everything, and it's helping everyone grow, which is great. But one thing they're doing very well is they're giving the people what they want.
Devin, with the whole with everything Engen is doing, putting this amazing event together, East versus West, is that our UFC, bro? Is that the key to our growth? What we're doing, how we just kind of got that top platform now where to showcase our top athletes and all? Are we on the track of progression, or do we need to do more?
For sure, we need to do more. Listen, it's what's going on at East versus West is incredible. It's incredible, especially for showcasing the top talent. Engen has facilitated the top talent meeting regularly, which has not happened. It's a huge step forward for the sport, but there's tons of stuff that needs to happen. What's really happened for arm wrestling over the last 5 years is we now have, and we are so far behind MMA. We are way far behind, and we can learn a ton from sports like MMA, sports like boxing. There's a lot of lessons that we can absorb from you guys.
Hold on, Devin. Let me ask you one question, brother. Where are we at as far as where UFC was? Were we at where UFC was 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Where do you put us?
Oh, we're right at the very beginning.
Okay.
Right at the very beginning. Yeah,
So
I think we are.
So we're practically like between like 10 and 15 years ago is when
I
UFC
think
kind of just started kicking off like that.
Yeah, like the thing is we have definitely as a sport had our viral moments. Okay. So it's equivalent to those first few UFC tournaments where everybody was like, wow, man, this is crazy. You got a ninja fighting a wrestler, you got that dude carrying out the cross, and you got this great big dude getting beat up by this little guy, and everybody was going crazy. So I think we've had these moments. I think that our sport has had this. However, we are missing infrastructure. We're missing support. We're missing, the business side has a ton of ways to go. The development side, we have never-ending issues to solve still. We are so far from anywhere near optimal. And I think
what do you see as the biggest hurdle like that UFC overcame that we need to do? What is step one for us to get there? Is it drug testing? What do you think? Do you think that's a
no, I
big
think
part of
drug
it?
testing is later. There, of course, that's part of it, but I think that there's a few more steps before that we really need to focus on. I think that interestingly, we have actually done a lot for the top of arm wrestling. We've done a lot, but as a community, I think we're really missing. There's been this big vacuum that's been created in our grassroots. Like Jordan's talking about how he was, doing wrestling camps when he was 3 and 4 years old. Just the entire concept of MMA wrestling, how it's way more of an investment. Like you got look at Jordan's training 3 times a day. Okay. So am I. But the thing is in MMA, bet you any money that the gym you go to, Jordan, there's probably a whole squad of you training all day long, like lifestyle guys, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And you can find lifestyle fighters in every single gym in every city across North America and the world. You can't say that for arm wrestling. In arm wrestling, there's probably 100 of us total who are lifestyle dudes. And I'm maybe even, probably 100, maybe more when you talk about the government sponsored guys, but still it's the numbers are not the same. We do not have the facilities set up yet. The way we run our clubs, we need more camps. We need the ability to have summer camps for kids where they're doing arm wrestling like every day, man. Or training for like with the sport as a central theme. So we still have there's so many holes to fill. But hey, keep your eyes this way because this fall, man, I'm telling you a little secret here. I'm sharing this little dribbles here and there, but I'm not booking anything. I am not booking any. I've got the Dave match. I got nothing. I got the Nationals in Canada that I'm going out to. And I got the Gennady match, and nothing else is being booked. Zero, because there are some big projects happening. Big.
I love hearing that, bro, but I'm also a little angry that you're saying that because now that means that the Dennis Saplankov match.
No. Hold on. Don't make any assumptions.
Oh,
Don't make any. Just because I'm not booking them, it doesn't mean it's not happening, and it might happen even bigger. Okay, just and don't forget the T-shirt you're wearing. Okay, there's projects running. Jordan, you talked to me the other night when I was all excited. Remember, like a couple weeks ago, we talked about this crazy idea I've got. Anyways. There's a lot we got to do for the sport. And I think that we all have to play our part. Not one person has all the answers. We each have capacity to add, to bring a pebble to the fort, or maybe some brick, maybe some mortar, but we are all building this house. And I think my job is going to be camps. I'm a fighter still. I have to run larger orchestrated gatherings of trainers. I have to bring people together and train lifestyle, like consistently, like people who want to develop themselves full-time, not part-time, full-time arm wrestlers. And I think that there's enough people in the world that this can be a start of something. They already have
Devon,
them.
let me ask you, Devon, how does an arm wrestler go about making that transition to full time? You know, and I'm talking as in a financial kind of
Well,
sense.
some people are lucky. Some people are lucky and they're born in a certain level of freedom that they're just able to do it. Some people have made it to a certain degree financially. They're at a certain point in their life where they can. Okay, because everybody needs to put food on their table, and you know the financial aspect of becoming a professional arm wrestler is tricky because you know our prize money is so much. Potentially, you can work the social media side, you can sell merch, but the finance, if you're lucky enough to be a government sponsored athlete, there's that. But you know, financially, it's irresponsible for a lot of people to take that jump. Maybe you're poor enough. Sorry, not poor enough. Maybe you're just crazy enough that you don't give a fuck. You're like, I'll eat sardines and water, and I'm just gonna do it, man. And I don't care. I'll live on a mattress, and I'll do it. And those people are great. From guys like that, you're gonna find crazy dudes, crazy guys who are
I can
just.
see you being that guy, bro. When
Yeah,
you
I'm that guy.
describe that, yeah, I
So
can
that's the
definitely
thing.
see that.
They're gonna have guys who make the jump. Okay, and that's what I want to do. I want to create a place where we house people who want to make the jump, like a house for full-time guys, and I want to make it big, like potentially hundreds where we go. The same as like, and the thing is I was actually inspired by the MMA community. Like when I went to TriStar, they had the facilities right at the gym where you could sleep, live at the gym, you know, and everybody was living there, all in the dorm. Everybody's got the same mindset. You eating, sleeping, living with each other, you're training, fighting with each other. And I was like, man, I'm like, we need this. We need this in our sport to take
Is
it to
that
that
what you're
next
looking
level.
to do, bro? You're looking to get like a kind of like a UFC
Watch
style
for it.
gym and
Watch for it. I've been
oh
talking.
my
I've been
God,
talking. I've been talking for
bro,
years.
save my spot.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I want in.
Now, listen, I've been talking for years, and you just watch. I haven't booked anything. I haven't booked anything after the Gennady match. Come September, come October, there's going to be a little shift in the arm wrestling world. And part of my reason why I really want to do it more than ever is I'm so tired of seeing the West lose. We've been getting our asses kicked. And part of the reason why is because of lack of proximity. You need to bring people together. You need to bring like-minded people together. You need to bring people who will sharpen each other, who have the same passion. You know, you put those people together and it just, everyone elevates higher and higher.